Welcome to this explainer. You probably checked your phone, 5 times before breakfast today? But honestly, how often do we actually step back to appreciate the invisible digital engines running the whole show? Today, we're unpacking the sheer scale of how computers serve as the absolute foundation of our modern society. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the engine of modern life, move into learning and connecting, then health and wealth, followed by research, farming, and play, before finally wrapping up with a look at our computer-driven future. Let's dive in. Section 1. The engine of modern life, beyond the basics. Think about our modern world like a giant digital nervous system. It's literally touching everything all at once. The military, healthcare, engineering, banking, the whole shebang. We're way past the point of using computers as just isolated tools sitting on a desk. Our entire societal infrastructure is completely built on their backs. Seriously, if this network so much as blinks, industries don't just slow down, they completely stop. So what does this actually mean for us? Ultimately, computers aren't just crunching numbers and processing data. In a way, they're actually manufacturing time. By taking over all those endless calculations and the manual filing, they literally free us up. They let us step away from the mind-numbing busy work so we can actually focus on higher-level, meaningful problem solving. Moving right along to Section 2, Learning and Connecting, the digital web. Think about how much the physical classroom has changed. It's a total paradigm shift. We've long moved past dusty chalkboards. Today, a single desk is basically a global gateway. Every single student sitting at a terminal has immediate, instantaneous access to pretty much the entirety of recorded human knowledge. It's wild to think about. But the real revolution is actually happening behind the scenes on the back end. Sure, dynamic multimedia brings subjects to life for the students, but this invisible digital infrastructure is what literally keeps these institutions running. Managing thousands of student records, handling the billing, instantly processing exam results at that kind of scale, it's basically an administrative miracle, all made possible by automated systems. And when it comes to talking to each other, global networking has effectively erased geography altogether. That feeling of isolated communication, completely a thing of the past. Today, a single device in your pocket acts as a unified command center. You've got video, instant messaging, global broadcasting, all right there. Whether you're collaborating with an international team on a video call, or, say, managing a brand's reputation on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, distance just isn't a barrier anymore. We are transmitting massive, massive amounts of human connection instantly. It basically keeps our entire society in a constant state of real-time synchronization. All right, Section 3, Health and Wealth, Securing Our Future. The sheer spectrum of medical computing is just astonishing. On one end, you've got routine digital diagnostics giving us super precise everyday health management. But then on the other end, you're looking at the absolute frontier. We're talking about doctors using incredibly complex digital simulations and robotic interfaces to perform life-saving surgeries. And they're doing it with sub-millimeter accuracy. It's like something straight out of science fiction. This is the exact technology that lets us look right inside the human body without even picking up a scalpel, thanks to CT scans and ultrasounds. But it goes way beyond just individual patients. Computers are crunching unimaginably massive data sets right now. They're identifying patterns across millions of records to discover brand new treatments, and even training the next generation of surgeons in virtual space. And the financial sector has undergone a completely similar, radical evolution. That traditional, manual processing entirely replaced by mobile platforms driven by AI. Today's banking really isn't just about the convenience of checking your balance online. It's about advanced algorithms silently working in the background 24/7 to detect fraud, secure our wealth, and ultimately keep global economic costs low. Which brings us to Section 4, Research, Farming, and Play, the unexpected leap. Now this is absolutely fascinating. It is incredible to see high-tech tools completely revolutionizing one of humanity's oldest professions, farming. Computers haven't just transformed modern office jobs, they are fundamentally changing how we interact with the earth itself. Think about it. The modern farmer is essentially a data scientist out in the field. By tapping into GPS, autonomous drones, and the Internet of Things, agriculture has become a total game of precision. We've got AI dictating the exact amount of water and nutrients needed per square foot. That massively enhances crop yields, which is absolutely crucial for feeding our growing global population. Meanwhile, scientific researchers are using this exact same foundational computing power to act as kind of a global brain. To put this into perspective for a second, the smartphone sitting in your pocket right now, it has over 1 million times more memory than the computer that literally guided Apollo 11 to the moon. Today, that sheer magnitude of power acts as the ultimate magnifying glass. It's processing wildly complex simulations for weather forecasting and space exploration that the human brain alone could just never unravel. And hey, when it's time to finally unwind, the shift is just as dramatic. We aren't just consuming media anymore, we're stepping right inside of it. From getting lost in immersive virtual reality worlds to instantly streaming massive global libraries of movies on Netflix or music on Spotify, our downtime is made entirely possible by these massive interconnected server networks, empowering digital artists to create entirely new worlds. Finally, Section 5, a computer-driven future. When you really sit back and realize that everything, from the literal food on your table to the medical diagnostics at your local hospital, is currently being revolutionized by AI, it begs a pretty incredible question. We've gone from clunky desktop calculators to an invisible infrastructure running the entire globe in just a matter of decades. So as machine learning continues to accelerate at this breakneck pace, will computers just remain our tools? Or are they going to become our actual collaborative partners in building the next century? Definitely something to think about. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to keep questioning the amazing technology that surrounds us every single day.